All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Peace and blessings, family. I do not own the rights to this music. I hope everybody is having an amazing time, an amazing day today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share, share, share. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I'm on and I can hear me and everything is good. Um, we are in for a treat as usual. We are in for an amazing show. As you see, I've changed the name. No more racism in America. We are refocusing because we already know that the racism is here. Now the ball is in our court. The ball is in our hands. It's up to us if we are going to be free. And I want to give you some ideas on how to be free. How are we going to do that? We say that all the time, but now is the time for me to help us to understand how are we going to do that? How are we going to be free? We talk about being free, but what does that really mean? We talk about, we see how they're educating our children, the education system, right? We see that that's failed, but we still are not doing anything to educate our own babies. We see how they treat us on our jobs, but we're not doing anything to be free on our jobs. We're not creating our own businesses. And if we are creating our own businesses, we'll spend maybe 3 hours on creating our own, but we'll spend 40 hours a week on creating theirs. So I see that the mindset has got to change. So I guess instead of time for a change, mindset change. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for us to start looking at us to free us. Because I think we had it backwards. We've been looking for Biden, we've been looking for the presidents, we've been looking for other people that have, in fact, played a role in our captivity to free us. Enemies don't free people that they capture. You have to break free. Okay, they're not just gonna come one day and say, "Well, we've been hard on the black people. Let's go ahead and be free. Let's go ahead and free them. Let's go ahead and teach them how to overtake us." That's not gonna happen, family. So I am here today to help us to see it a different way. I saw a young man in Africa, and he is building houses out of plastic. Did anybody go see that? Like and share as you come in, you guys. Like and share, like and share. I want you to join because I'm trying to get up a certain amount of numbers. Because when we go to Africa, we're gonna take this into a whole new level. I'm gonna start now doing it, but I want to build a foundation, and I've really been looking into that because I want to help different African businesses to get off the ground. Because the ones that need funding, the ones that have a great idea, and you just need funding. I want to help you with that. I want to be able, but I can't do it by myself. So what I'm asking, I want people that have great ideas. Once we give them the funding, then all I ask is for you to give back 5% or 10% back to the foundation so that we can move forward and help fund other businesses. Okay. So it's all about us coming together and helping one another. They can help us and we can help them. It's not about us going building up. It's not just about that. It's about us coming together and doing some healing. Okay, because we're very wounded. Black people are the most wounded ever, and we don't want to take that stuff there and then to operate and work with wounded people. No, no, that's not going to work. Okay, so both sides need healing. Both sides have to learn how to appreciate each other. And I often tell people, I said, okay, when you are forming a company, you can have investors that look like you. Okay. Investors of all races. Okay. I'm not saying that just only black people can invest in your company. Everybody can invest in your company, but when they want a piece of the stock or a piece of the company, this is your company. This is your idea. Nobody is going to treat your business the way you will. Okay. Just like I look at Africa and I see a lot of different races moving in, right? Okay, that's how we get in trouble. And I see China's trying to stick the little foot in there, and little bit by little bit, they're being colonized again and they don't even recognize it. Very unfortunate. But if we are over there and we're taking our piece, then what's left for the Chinese? I'm just saying. We talk about the Chinese there, we talk about the Indians being there, but you're not there. So you get there, so then it won't be room for the Indians or the Chinese or the Arabs, right? We have to do our part. So now I want to challenge everybody that is going to tune in $50 a month toward yourself. You bank $50 a month, you put it in a safe, you put it somewhere because you are going to actively get ready for your move. Because it's not going to just happen without you doing anything. I was adding up money, adding up money, and I see some things that I've done, and I said, man, I spent a lot of money. Sometimes that it gets out of our hands, and we go, man, what happened to this, that, and the other? People got stimulus money. What happened to it? Did you invest it? Did you put it aside, or is it going on bills? When you get your paycheck, you pay yourself first. $25, $50 off the top, because you will never get to a place where you can travel and get to your destination. This is the only way it's going to work. If you don't have a plan, if you're not an investor, and I do believe that Dr. Boyce Watkins has an amazing idea as far as stock. He does some stock things, okay? And he gives out stock ideas. Why not follow him? Why not? If you got $100, put $100. That's how I started my Bitcoin. I put $100 here. I did 20 here, 30 here, 50 here, 100. That's what I did. We have to start somewhere. It's not going to just drop from the sky. It's not going to just drop from the sky, you guys. We have to do what we need to do in order to be free. I'm telling you, I remember the Ooze used to be treated the same way they treated blacks. And what they do, they climbed out. They got free. We still stuck waiting for somebody else to help us to be free. It's not going to happen. If we want to be free, it's going to be up to us. Period. Us protecting each other, us providing group economics for different businesses. Like I often talk about my painters and my carpenters and my electricians and plumbers coming together. Form a team, get you an office, and Black folks support our own. We have to do this. I know people say, oh, you're talking about, separation. Honey, it's time for separation. Aren't you looking around? Is things getting any better? It's not. We can stop this police brutality anytime we want to. We can stop what's going on with us. Why? How? Let me help you out. Group economics, supporting your own. You take your money from them and you see a need, a service, you come together with somebody, you build it. We have to build our own community. We had it before. We had all of this. And it's a shame how we let it go, trying to integrate with enemies. We didn't even understand that they were enemies at the time. We should have. I don't understand why we didn't. We were enslaved, we got free, and then we were back up under them. I don't know how much sense that made at the time, but looking at it right now, it didn't make any sense. Integration for us with them has not worked for us. They never integrated with us. We've always integrated with them. We came to their schools. We went to their churches. We went to their stores. We went to their movie theaters, right? Did they come to your schools? No. Did they come to your movie theaters? No. We had teachers, Black teachers, that were educating our babies. And what did? We took our children out of our schools. We allowed our teachers to go unemployed, and we took them over across the way, and we allowed them to teach our children. And what did they teach our children? How to hate themselves. That's what enemies do. But we didn't know they were enemies. We thought we should have known, but so for some reason we just, maybe that used to be, that's back in the day. No, that's now. It's even 2021. We still have them as enemies. Like and share, you guys. Like and share. They're not friends. And some people don't realize that yet. And they'll tell you, oh, my best friend name is Amy. Okay, I'm gonna let you and Amy be over there, and I'm going over here. Because I know Amy's not your friend. When it really boils down to it, you doing more for Amy than Amy's doing for you, sweetheart. I'm just saying. Whatever. You think Amy's your best friend? Go ahead. I guarantee you that person that think Amy's her best friend took that thing. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Took the lollipop. How about that? Okay. See how you're not understanding and seeing how you're not woke yet? We're gonna leave you over there and let you get woke, and then when you wake up, you can come on back over to the group. But right now, we're gonna let you have you and Amy's time over there, okay? Because I don't want to be friend. I don't want to be friends with people that don't understand who enemies are. And yes, we have black people that look like us that don't rock with us. That is detriment to black community, and they're taking you down the wrong path. And because they look black, we automatically want to follow them because we think, oh my God, somebody black is in leadership. All of our black leaders have sold us out. If they are working for them, they have sold you out, family. And we have a hard time understanding that. We have a hard time realizing that Stacey Abrams is not your girl. Kamala Harris is not your girl. Who is the Lewis? John Lewis, or yeah, he was not your boy. Elijah Cummings was not your boy. The Black Caucus is not for black people. Look on their webpage. They trying to get you to take their poison. They've paid them to pull you into something that they're trying too hard to give black people. I'm serious. If y'all have not woken up and you guys have stepped in that line, God bless you. Rest in peace. And I'm going to move forward. You have to recognize your enemy. If you don't understand your history, I was talking to my granddaughter the other day, and her and I've had her on this writing your history, learning your history, and she said, "Grandma, I hate history." I said, "I know, because you've learned their history." I said, "Now you're going to learn your history." And you know what she said? Man, I like history. It's cool. This was, now she's understanding her history. It's about her, so she's enjoying it. So you see your kids that's not liking to read, what have they been reading? Let them learn about their own culture. Let them learn about them. Teach them about them. We can no longer allow our enemies to educate our children. We have teachers on here. We have teachers that's going to see this. In your area, develop an online class, develop an online school for our black children to go to. I also wanted to look into a program. Now, these are ideas, and I think anybody can do these ideas. We have grandmas that are retired, right? Somebody form a coalition, and we hire the grandmas to come in, because I know some parents can't, and they've not started homeschooling their children because they have to work. I got a solution. Let's hire the grandmas to come in from 8 to what time you get off? 8 to 4? To come in and to monitor our children. And these grandmas, we're not paying them a whole lot of money because they already have retirement. So you're not going to pay them $100 and $200 a week, or you're going to pay them reasonable $78, $75, $80 a week, okay, to monitor your children. That's $160 every 2 weeks. If you're doing $80, that's $160, right? Every 2 weeks. And that's $320 a month. Okay. You can afford that. You pay more than that in daycare. We can do this, family, but we have to come up with ideas. And I'm here to give you ideas of how we can make this work. You can still have your job, and your grandmas will go to this one location. We'll vet them out. We'll check backgrounds, make sure, because I don't care if they're grandmas or not, we still have to check backgrounds to make sure that they're going to do, and they're going to be, and they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And they will be black grandmas. Okay. I'm just saying, it's time to expose our children to us. It's time for us to love on us. It's time for us to support us. And we have grandmas out there struggling. Okay. Their retirement is maybe not that much, but $300 will help. Every little bit will help. I guarantee you it. But we have to do something different. We have to begin to see that integration didn't work for us. And we have to begin to put things in place so that we can stop integration. And I know people are like, oh my God, you're taking it back. They're taking it back, sweetheart. If you've not noticed, they're making laws now and they're taking things back, whether you know it or not. But I guarantee you, if you pull your money from them, I guarantee you they'll wake up and they'll be like, oh, hold on. Can we come to the table? No, we're not coming to your table. You're going to come to our table. This is what we will do. This is what we're going to do now. And if you don't like it, guess what? We're moving forward without you. I guarantee you things will change. But we have to know the power that we possess as a collective whole. Did you see when the little 6-year-old that was shot by the Asian guy? We didn't see a hate bill. We didn't see a crime bill. We didn't see anything. If it had been his child that got shot, the person would still be in jail today on $1 million bond, because it happened. Mr. Little Aiden that got shot, $1 million bond. They couldn't get out for $1 million. They had to pay $1 million bond to get out. I'm just saying. But this agent shot a 6-year-old, and he got a $10,000 bond. Then they turned around and said, "Oh, okay, we'll do $100,000. That still wasn't enough for a black life." But I did a show, and I told you how they thought and why they do what they do. Go back into my shows. Look under Cassandra Cheek, and I'm going to change the name of that too. But look under Cassandra Cheek and see my shows, and you'll see why they do what they do to us. They don't. Black lives means nothing to them. It may mean something to us, but it doesn't mean anything to them. And it's okay. Their lives matter just like our lives matter to us. So we have to show them that our lives matter to us. And we have to act like it. We have to build our own reality. We have to walk in our new reality. We have to start doing for self. And if we don't, we're in trouble. Plain and simple, because you're waiting for your enemies to feed you. Really? Seriously? No. We have a farm. We have farmers here, black farmers, that are waiting for us to support them. Stop going to Walmart for your food. Stop going to Food Lion for your vegetables. You order it online with the black farmers, and they can ship it and have it to your door within what, days? I'm just saying. We all know what we need as far as shopping goes, right? They can deliver it. I'm just saying, these are things that we can do in order to be free and spend our money with us. We have to start loving on us. If you and I know we're damaged. I know. Because we fight for everything, each other. We'll fight each other over whatever, a statement. We'll automatically zoom in. But we have to get out of that. But we were taught how to do that. I understand that we act toward us the way they act toward us. And we learned from them how to treat us. And we treat us the way they treat us. But we have to stop that. We have to stop. This is why we are going to come together, and we are going to respect our own. We are going to support our own. We are going to start loving on our own. No, we don't have space right now for everybody else. We only have space for us right now. We have to learn how to love us. We have to start the healing process for us, you guys. You have to understand, we came from slavery, Jim Crow. We went through hell, and we're still going through it. So the traumas are still there. We've just passed them down from generation to generation. So now it's time to start educating our own children. We start teaching them how to love, start teaching them how proud it is to be black. Because I remember James Brown. I'm black and I'm proud. I love that song. Say it now. I'm black and I'm proud. Oh, remember that song? I love that song. And I loved him for making that song, because I was so proud to be black. That made me so proud. I'd walk around, I was young. I was a young girl. And I remember that song. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. And I used to, when that song come on, boy, we would put a little fist up, and we were so excited. But now, black folk don't want to be black. But this is what happened when you integrate and you allow your enemies to educate your children. This is what happens. Look around you. Did you see, or do we see the Germans educating the Jews' babies? Do we? No. They're not going to allow their enemies to educate their children. They have schools for their children. They don't go to public schools with us. They have their own schools. Okay? Did you guys know that? We're the only ones that allow our enemies to educate our babies. We have to wake up. It is time for us to do some things different. I read another, no more excuses. Right now, no more excuses. We're not talking about racism no more. We're not talking about what they doing to us anymore. Our focus right now is freedom. What can we do, and what am I going to do to be free? And how am I going to do it? Let's get a plan. We need a plan. We need a black agenda, period. We need a black agenda. What's more important right now? Police brutality. What's more important? What's more important? Police brutality is important. Getting rid of police brutality. Don't forget, you guys, before I forget, Juneteenth is coming up, okay? When is Juneteenth, you guys? When is it? Come on. Kiara, when's Juneteenth? And it's about to become a federal holiday, right? Juneteenth, okay? When is Juneteenth? Somebody put in comments, when is Juneteenth? Is it the 19th? It's coming up, right? This weekend, this is what we need to be. I'm just remembering this. This is what we need to be concentrating on, right? Juneteenth is coming up. We should be excited about that. That's our time to love on us. This is our time. Get your barbecues, not your pork. I'm just saying. Get your barbecues. Start planning for this weekend, you guys, because this is Juneteenth weekend, right? Come on. We got to get excited about our stuff. We got to get excited about our stuff like we used to do 4th of July. We don't celebrate 4th of July. No, we don't celebrate 4th of July. We're going to start celebrating our own days, okay? Not theirs. Juneteenth. Come on. That's July 19th, right? And I'm so excited because it's getting ready to become a federal holiday. Come on, you guys. We gotta go all out. This is, I mean, come on, we gotta go all out. I'm just saying. Okay. But I know I was talking about time to be free. Wanted to talk about oh my goodness. I done got off focus. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about the foundation of being free. Let's talk about that. Okay. Let's really talk about that. The foundation that I want to get together with, that I want to create. Okay. And it's all about helping our brothers and sisters. And this young man that is building, and I'm going to really try to get him on the show. And I'm really going to reach out to him today. I just saw it today. I'm going to reach out to him and see if he'll come on. His houses are only $10,000, and they're plastic homes. Okay, plastic, and they're built out of plastic, and they are beautiful homes. And he was on. I was just watching him on. See if I can, because I know a lot of us don't have a whole lot of money. $10,000, and he does take payments. So who knows? You can put maybe $4,000 or $5,000 down. I'm just saying, and ask him to act as your bank. Okay, and you can pay him maybe $150, $200 a month. Okay, and how long is that going to take you to pay off that house? If it's $10,000 or $12,000, if you want to decorate, I think he says $12,000 to get it decorated. But I am going to write to him and see if he can come on the show. And what a great start. Okay. Yes. You have to buy land, I'm sure. I'm just assuming that you would have to have land. I have land. Okay. And I'm going to look into him building my house. And hey, if he'll let me record him as he's building mine, you guys will see the process, because I'm going to contact and reach out to him. But I want us to remember that we have great ideas, and our babies in Africa have brilliant ideas. He needs help also. Okay. So even if you can reach out to him and say, hey, I have $300. I have, a couple $100 that I want to invest in your housing. Every little bit helps. Okay. I'm just saying, if 1 million people, Black people, give him $10, a month. I'm just saying, or $1 a month. How much is that? If 1 million people give him $1 a month, that's $1 million right there for him to build affordable housing for us. I'm just saying, these are things that we have to group economics. Everybody don't have $10,000, but if we come together and group economics, and everybody, like I said, give this young man a dollar a month, for 1 million of us to give him a dollar a month. Come on, he can make some things happen for us, right? We have to think like this, group economics. Until we can do what we are trying to do, we have to come together and do this stuff. We're not going to be free trying to do it by ourselves. So this is why I was talking about the foundation. I don't have a name. This is just something I'm coming up with right now. Well, I've been thinking about it, but I just wanted to bring it to you guys. Why can't we help our babies? Okay. They have already ideas. If we have the funds to help them to build the future of Africa, if we have the ideas, or if some of you guys have ideas, why can't we group economics and come together and build Africa? We build America, right? Why can't we go and build the motherland? We get over there, we come together, we even do with the foundation. All I ask to say, you bring 5% back to the foundation, put it into the foundation so that we can help the next person get their vision up. It's going to take a group effort. It's not me by myself. I can't do anything by myself. but it's going to take us doing it together. Who wants to do it? We can't sit here and talk and do nothing. We've been doing that for 400 years. We've been talking and doing absolutely freaking nothing. We know the educational system sucks. We know our kids are going from their schools to prison. We know that. What are we doing about it, family? Nothing. Why? We know that giving our babies to them every day, the damage it's doing. They're not even teaching our babies. Look at the schools in the ghettos. Look at the schools in the low income areas. And look at the schools and look and see, are they even accredited? No. They're not even teaching your babies. They're hoping and praying they don't have to. But we see this and we let them get away with it. Are you serious? When are we going to do it better? When are we going to get better? When are we going to take on this responsibility of making life better for us? Nobody is going to make life better for us but us. Let's come together and make this thing happen. Hey, Negro, Hebrews to Negro. He's getting ready to go over there. He's looking for help. If you got an extra $10 a month, $20 a month, cash app him and say, hey, this is for your project. We have to group economics. These guys are doing stuff. They're trying to get stuff going for us. He wants to do transitional homes. I'd like to help him. Here's $20 a month for transitional homes. It's not much, but it's $20 a month, 25, 30, 50. I'm just saying. 50 every 2 weeks is $100. $100 times 12 is what? I'm just saying. Every little bit helps. $20 a month. $20 every 2 weeks. That's $40. $40 times 12 is what? I'm just saying. We can do this, but it's going to be up to us. Time for a change, family. Time for a change. We're not going to sit up here and say what they're not doing for us. We're not going to sit up here and talk about, I don't want to see another video about a Karen. I don't want to see another video about a police brutality or police shooting. I don't want to see another video about anything harmful to Black people. All I'm looking at right now is positive things happening for Black folk. How are we going to be free? What are we doing to be free? Anything? Or are we going to sit up here and complain about Karen all day? I don't care what Karen is doing. All I want to know right now is, what are you doing? How are you being free? This broadcast right now should be full. We should have over 1,000 people in the chat. We should have people. This is showing you where we are as a people. This is showing you. If I'm not drama filled and I'm not cussing folk out, can we get it? Can we get the audience to do what let's come together and do what we need to do? Why do I have to come on here and act a fool and cuss and clown and call everybody? Why do I have to do? I don't want to. That's not what my show is about. It's about the future. Time for a change. We're not talking about racism in America no more. We know what's here. What we're gonna do about it? That's what we're talking about right now. We know police brutality is here. We know prison reform. Oh, excuse me, the prisons need to be reformed. We know that. What are we going to do about it? We know our babies are going from prison to from high school or school to prison. We know that. What are we going to do about it? We know how they treat us on our jobs, right? But we still give them our babies every day. But we know how they treat us on our jobs. We'll spend more time working for them 40 hours a week instead of you working on your t-shirt business, working on your book business. I have a book. Okay, reading a book. Let me show it to you. And a journal. Let me show you that one. I'm so proud of this. I'll show you both of them. Woo-hoo, look at there. Yes, I did. Wrote a book and a journal. Okay. I'm going to get some t-shirts. I'm getting ready to start buying. I'm just saying. I'm not going to sit up here and wait for them to do anything for me when I can do it for myself. You can have your own business. You can have a t-shirt business. You can have a shoe business, online shoe business, baby clothes. These are things that we can do. If you have a trade, if you are a plumber, if you're a carpenter, you get together. Even if you're a hairstylist, you're a massage therapist, you know how to do pedicures, you know how to do acrylic nails, you know how to do facials, you know how to do massages. Come together, group economics, grow your business. If you want to stay here, I'm saying. But if you want to go to Africa, we group economics there. We go into Africa, you guys. I'm saying in August. We are going to Africa. Who's in? Who wants to go? Who's ready? People say, oh, I need to, okay, well, you know that it's happening. You know what's coming. You start saving your money. You just got your taxes. What'd you do with it? Did you save it? Did you save your taxes? Because I know some of you guys got about $6,000, $7,000, right? Right? What are you doing with that money? Hold that money. Don't spend it. Don't spend it. Don't pay no bills. Don't spend it. I'm just saying, you pay your bills, but I'm just saying that group, that collective hold money, the money that you got, maybe back pay for something, hold on to it. If you're trying to leave, you're going to have some kind of money to go, some kind of money to build a business there, some kind of money to get some type of, you could sell waters when you get there. You can, another business I was thinking about, you can, I even thought about the grandmas there. I even thought about a maid service, okay, for like the Airbnbs. Who's going to clean Airbnbs? I'm just saying, family, these are businesses that find a service. If you know how to do massages, you set up and do a massage business by the airport or in the airport. If you know how to do nails, set up shop in the airport or beside the airport. I'm just saying, these are things that we could be doing. Smoothie Queen, I've been telling her, get in the airports, get on army bases. These are jobs or businesses, not jobs. You're not even thinking about jobs, okay? Because when you get to Africa, no. Who's to say that we can't group economics to buy this guy? He said he needs 14 acres of land. Why can't we group economics buy the land for him to stick the plastic on? He pay us rent on that land. He's going to be building houses, right? Or somebody who has 4 acres for him to rent for his plastic. Who has? I'm just saying, you can get some land and allow him to rent the land from you. We talked about animals. We're going to need to eat. Who wants to have the goat farm? Who wants to have the sheep farm? You get two, a male and a female goat, you have goat babies in 7 months. Probably 5 to 7 goat babies in 7 months. Another 14 months, you'll have 10 to 15 goat babies. I'm just saying, you can supply your goat meat to the market, or you can allow different individuals to come and buy it from you, the meat from you. You have somebody there chopping it up. You know how to do all that stuff. Somebody, you may not know how, but I'm sure they know how. And you hire them to chop that meat up for you. You get yourself a freezer, $1,500 for freezers. I'm just saying. And you store that meat, and you can either give it to the market or you can sell it. Who has land? Somebody buy some land. I just bought land. Who buy some land? You can allow them to rent your part of the land, and you can allow them to maybe plant whatever, corn, plant several things, mangoes, or plant whatever's needed. Okay. And you build a little store there and you sell everything right there on your land. All the money comes right back to you. Put a little freezer there so that they can have somewhere to store a cold, to keep their fruit and stuff cold. Okay. It'll last longer. I'm giving you ideas that's going to help you to grow, to help you to be able to sustain when you're in Africa. You have gifts and talents that you are working your gifts and talents for somebody else. Why? Working for yourself. When I heard Nick Cannon, I'll never forget this. He said he made Viacom $1 billion. How much did you make for yourself? Then gave it all to Viacom. Really? What are we waiting for, family? What are we waiting for? I seen this 7-year-old being brought up on rape charges. I don't know if 7-year-olds can do that. Can they do that? I don't know how. I don't know. I just can't imagine. He's 7. What's he seeing? What's he seeing? If he was white boy, would they have brought him up on charges, or would they have let him go? He needs help. I don't think he needs jail time. He needs help. The requirement for him should be to put him and to get him some help now. If he in fact did. I don't know if he did or not. I don't believe he did. I'm just saying, because I know how they operate and I know how they roll. And they lie all the time. Every time they open their mouth, they lie, lie, lie. Especially when it's our children. They'll make it out. Oh my God, his family did this. But you didn't hear nothing about the 12 and 14-year-old family members, did you? You didn't hear how they mom, why are they in foster care? Where's their mom and dad? On drugs? Are they robbing, stealing, and killing? What's their parents doing? But if those kids were black, oh, we'd had the whole family, we'd had the whole kit and caboodle, the whole family trait. What happened? This, and this, the family did this, the girl did this when she was 2. She stole a candy bar, she stole a lollipop when she was 2. Then she turned around and she kicked the puppy when she was 3. I'm just saying. And then the mama, you would have heard all about the mama's drama, right? And the daddy's drama. Well, the mama was on drugs and the daddy was in jail, and and the grandmama was too, and the grandma, we'd have heard the whole kid and caboodle. The parents would have been on trial, not the kids. Aren't you tired of that? Are we tired of that yet? I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it no more. First of the year, I'm just saying, this year, I'm out. I don't want to do this no more. We don't have to do this anymore. What are we trying to do to be free? People don't want to do anything. If I'm on here ranting and raving, I can get used out the yin yang. But if I'm talking about change, people don't want to do the work. So that means to me that you're not tired enough. You're not tired. You're not aggravated. You're not frustrated enough. What's it going to take for us to be tired? What's it going to take for us to want to do for us? What's it going to take for us to want to come together? What's it going to take? What's it going to take? Like and share as you come in. What's it going to take for us to want to do better, for us to be free? Because that's really what it's all about, freedom right now. I'm tired of hearing, and I'm tired of seeing. We're seeing some crazy stuff right now, and it's going backwards. It's getting worse and worse. Why do you think it's getting worse and worse? Because they're trying to show you. The word says everything at the end will be revealed. How they really feel about us is being revealed. So now that you see, and you're seeing it with your own eyes, and they'll come on here and try to tell me what I'm not seeing. And then that's when I have to tell them to have a seat. Speak when spoken to. I'm not asking you to come on here to say anything if you're racist. I'm not asking for your white supremacy opinion. Have a seat. When you come into the chat, have a seat. Because all what you're talking about, telling me what's not. I was talking to a guy yesterday at work, and we talked about the 12-year-old and 14-year-old, and then I talked about the 15-year-old with the knife. And well, we need more. We need more what? I said, she's dead. She's 15. I said, that little girl that had an AR-15 that didn't die when the police came. The little girl that had the knife, Ma'Khia Bryant, she had a knife. Him and I was talking about that. And he said, well, she had a knife. But he couldn't understand that the white girl had a gun. But he could see the black. But this is the way our minds have been trained to always believe that black people deserve to die. Automatically, he went to her. She was going to stab somebody else. I said, but the 14-year-old had a gun, an AR-47 in her hand. She was shooting at police and lived. He couldn't understand that. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, dude, Ma'Khia Bryant had a knife. She called for help. She was trying to get help from the police, and these 2 grown women was trying to beat up on her. And she had the knife for protection. Who knows if she was going to use it or not? Maybe she was just trying to keep them off of them. Even if she did it, that still did not deem her death. That's what I told him. Still doesn't mean she needs to die. I said, neither one of those children need to die. I said, but my baby, that Ma'Khia Bryant, she died. And that other girl, 14-year-old with the AR-47, she lived. But she was shooting at police. But he couldn't understand that because all he saw was a white girl with a gun. And then he saw the black girl with the knife. So to him, the black girl with the knife deemed more danger. That's what the way he was talking, that's what he was saying. And I looked at him and I said, I don't get it. I don't understand your thinking. Neither one needed to die. He said, so you're comparing situations? Yes, I'm comparing situations because I can. Because you're talking about a knife and a gun. Which is worse? The gun or the knife? 47, AR-47 or the knife? The gun, right? I would think. But neither one needed to die. But the white girl didn't die. The black girl did. I couldn't understand his thinking. He said, well, sometimes we do, we bring stuff, and I said, it doesn't deem death though. But we're dying for nonviolent offenses. Deontay died for He was stopped because of his, a smell good on his car window, the rearview mirror. Did he deserve to die? But but then his thing was, but he ran. He was trying to run. It doesn't matter. It was a non-violent offense. He didn't have a weapon in his hand. Why is he dead? This is what I want us to understand. They want you to believe that yours deserve death, but theirs don't. That's what they want you to believe. And they want to tell you that Ma'Khia Brighton shouldn't have the knife in her hand. But they ain't saying that little 12-year-old, the little 14-year-old girl and boy shouldn't have had an AR-47 in their hand. They're not saying that. But it's okay. You don't have to understand. Time for a change, family. We don't expect them, white supremacy, to see things our way. We don't expect them to help us to be free. We help us to be free. It is time for us to do for us. So I don't want to hear no more complaints about racism. I don't want to hear no more complaints about Karen. I don't want to hear any more complaints. Well, they did this to us and they did that. I went to their store and they locked the door. So what? They need to lock the damn door on you. They need to shut the door on you. Stay out of their places then. Have we got it yet? No? What are you waiting for? What more needs to happen for us to get tired? Because I'm tired. What more needs to happen for us to get so sick and tired of being sick and tired and us doing for self? What else needs to happen? What do we need to do? How many more needs to die for you to stay away from them? We still trying to be friends with murderers. We still trying to be friends with our enemies. We still trying to hee hee ha 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 ha. Nothing's funny. It's disgusting. I see a black woman with a white man, or vice versa. It's disgusting. You're giving your seed, fellas, to a demon. Just giving your seed to an animal. You are giving your seed to a devil. You're not going to tell me that it's not a curse attached to them. So when our black men look their way, it's automatic. It's almost like they mesmerized. I seen this story where this black boy said, he's 22, said this, you should see it. Oh my God, I have got to find it. I'm so serious. It was disgusting. And he said that this woman was old as crap, was the love of his life. I'm gonna pull it up. I got to. This woman looked like a witch to me, and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm just saying. He said this woman, look at that. That's a witch. Was the love of his life. 25-year-old says, how old is he? Let me see. Hold on. Here, 23-year-old says this 60-year-old woman looking like a witch was the love of his life. What did she do to him for her to be the love of his life? She put a spell on that boy. You're not gonna tell me. He's 23. I'm gonna show you again. I got to show you again because I want y'all to help me understand this. Look at that. What 23-year-old woman says she is the love of his life? You see that woman? That's disgusting. He is giving his seed to that. Would he date a black woman that looked like that? Would he date a 400-pound black woman? But he'll date a 400-pound white woman with 5 trailer park babies. What is going on with me? What is going on? You hate your women that much that you're gonna settle for this. You settle for that. What in the heck is going on? What's going on? I'm not understanding. I need some help to understand what happened. What, even looking at it now makes me want to throw up. What did she do to him? It's a spirit attached to them. Those are Satan's children. You guys better hear me. That woman is a witch. So what's our plan? What's the plan? 6-year-old gets shot in the arm by an Asian guy. Asian guy gets off, gets out of jail, paying what, $10,000, and then they call him back in because black folk got mad. That's how much power we got, family. I hope y'all realize that's how much power we have. Power, but we have to come together as a collective whole. We have to come together as a collective whole. We got power. We just don't know it. I don't know why we don't know it, because every time we come together, things change. Have y'all noticed that? Remember when Kaepernick kneeled? I think that's his name. Kaepernick. I think that's his name. I'm not too familiar with sports. Kaepernick, I think that's his name. I hope that's his name. When he knelt, okay, and Nike supported him, we backed Nike and changed things, didn't we? We have so much power together. We can change anything, as long as we do it together. We can't. If we don't come together, we can't do it by ourselves. Then we hear a 7-year-old that's going to get charged for rape. But then you had what was this white guy's name? He raped a 12-month-old baby. White guy. He raped a 12-month-old baby, and because it was taped, somebody taped it while he was doing it. He admitted to it, but they gave him no jail time. Aren't you tired of that? 12-month-old black baby he raped on tape. He was like a college student or 26-year-old, something like that. He was he okay. I don't care how old he is. She's 12 months. What was that baby's parents? What was her daddy? What was her family members? I don't know. But it's certain things that we need to stop doing. Some things we don't even need to report. We just handle things on our own. We don't need to report everything. You had a white boy who ran his car into four black people, and he got no jail time. See, they saving their lives. They're not wanting their children lives to be messed up when they do stupid stuff at an early age. But if that had been our baby that would have ran into 4 white girls, he would have been under the jail. But we know that they use their system to hurt us. They allow use their system, just like in FAC. They use the system to shut this brother down. They use their system to shut him up. He was talking too much truth, and they couldn't stand it. But I sure wish somebody would take over and assist him while he's quiet. NFAC should be block to block, block to block. Why have we stopped? Fear. You don't want to change nothing. Scared. How did we get so fearful? How did we get so fearful? We should have NFAC nationwide. Every block should have had an NFAC headquarters. And what do? We stopped. Can't arrest everybody nationwide, family. They can't arrest everybody nationwide. Nationwide, we stand. NFAC, we need the security. We need our own security. We don't need to be calling Popo, Death Squad. That's what they're called. We don't need to call the Death Squad. When something has happened, we need to call NFAC. We don't need to call the Death Squad, because that's what the police is for us, the Death Squad. You call them, somebody end up dead. Usually the person that's black that called them. But we don't understand that. We still call the police. What's wrong with you? We still calling the police. When are we going to renew our minds? It's time for a change. When are we going to understand that? I'm tired of what I'm seeing. Remember the little boy who was 7? The teacher made him put his hand in the toilet and dig. I guess he's put too much tissue in the toilet, and she made him dig his hand in that toilet. Who does that? Make it make sense. And black folks still aren't tired yet. She made him dig his hand in the toilet to unstop the toilet. Who does that? And what else are they doing to your children that you don't even know that they're doing? It just happened to come out. I remember the one that they had the kids at the daycare, and they weren't even feeding the black children. The white kids had their food. Black kids were sitting there. Did they eat that day? How long had they been doing that before it got on tape? They knew the tapes was there, but did they care? No. The harm was done. How long they been doing that? We don't know. We just happened to see that one time and it was on tape. But because we black and we move into a white neighborhood, we take our babies to their best daycares. We send our children to their best schools. What's the harm? What is the price that we're paying? How are our children coming out of those schools and they're more damaged than if they had went to a black school? You move them away from the blacks to move with the whites, and you're taking hell every day. Your children taking hell at school every day. But how is it a better school? We say, oh, it's a better neighborhood, it's a better school, it's better, better, better. Better for whom? Not for your child, because they're going through hell every day with them kids. Because them kids can be mean, and we know it. They're mean. We know it. But we will leave our children in the hands of enemies. And this brings me back to Arizona. I was remember I moved to Arizona, Tucson. This was years back, and my kids, I put them in the daycare, and this little black boy, every day he would come in, he would be really good, and then we come back, he's locked down, he's in punishment, or he's whatever. But those white kids were traumatizing him. They would be picking with him. Then when he would fight back, he would get in trouble, and they wouldn't. I saw that because I would take my kids I wouldn't take them early. I'd take them maybe about 11 o'clock. And then I'd go and pick them up before. I just wanted them to get out of the house because they would be going to do stuff with the daycare or whatever. But when I would come back, I would ask them, and I would see them in the corner. Said every day I'm seeing what I can't remember the little boy's name. I said, what's going on? I asked my kids, what's going on? And they told me he's in trouble all the time, every day. And I said, why? They said, because they pick with him. My kids were saying that they picked it with him, and mommy, they don't do nothing. When them kids mess with him, they don't do nothing. But when he hit back, then he gets in trouble. My kids saw this, and they were young. They saw this. And I said, okay. But I wanted to eventually talk to his mom. I never got a chance because I ended up moving because I hated Tucson. It was racist. I hated it. It was racist. It was racist. But we always think that because we're moving near them, that their brand new school is always better for our children. Is it? Is it? How do we think that everything that they have is better? If we had to put money into our own schools and invested in our own hospitals, invested in our own clinics, invested in ours could be better. Like Black Wall Street was better than anything they had ever created, right? Because Black folk put their money behind their own business. Because Black folk put their money behind their own businesses. And that is what made it better. Group economics for us will make it better for us. We need our own clinics. We need our own clinics in Africa. We need our own hospitals. We need our own businesses. We need our own everything. Sky is the limit. Opportunity is there. Opportunity is there. You come there with some money, opportunity is there. I'm just saying, you can get a couple Airbnbs. You can get one in Kenya, get one in Tanzania, get one in Ghana. I'm just saying. Then you have three. And if you get what? Each one of them make you $400 a month. Get another. I'm just saying. You keep renting them. You don't have to buy anything. You rent them from somebody else. Then you rent them out for an Airbnb. That's making you money. I'm just saying, you guys, you can have like a little cafe, African American cafe. Africans and African Americans come together to meet and greet. Starts with $200, $300 to start a business there. Who don't have you got $300 here? You just spent it on your hair and nails and on the $100 gym shoes that you got all three of your kids. That's $300 that could have went towards your own business. You don't have to buy any land right now. You can rent a space. You can rent a house for $350. Okay, you let one of them Airbnbs pay for your rent. and your other two Airbnbs pay for your whatever. You keeping some of that money in your pocket, and the other one you living off of. I'm just saying. Okay, get a fourth one. You get as many as you need in order to survive, in order for you to build your wealth, in order for you to get to the next level. Some of you got $5,000. Get another $5,000 and take $10,000 with you. I'm not saying that's what you need. I'm just saying you could do some really good things with $10,000 in Africa. You get a business, create your business, even if you $500 creating a business, or if you support somebody else's business and they making money, you're still getting paid. You get 5 people that you can back with a business who has a business, and you back them. You still get money from their business. That'll help you sustain you in Africa. Sell waters. Get you a group. Get you some waters. Sell waters. Get somebody to sell waters for you. The cart, those shields that you put in the windows to keep the sun out. They don't have any of those there. Take a bunch of those with you to Africa and sell them and make some money. I'm just trying to give you ideas of how you're gonna sustain. You know how to bake? Get you a bakery going. You know how to fry some chicken? Get you a soul food restaurant in Africa going. Because you got black folk there that may not like African food. I'm just saying. I can use get you some fish and bake some, not bake, but fry up some fish. Get you a fish stand. Fry you a fish sandwiches. Pound cake. What my bakeries? Who knows how to bake? Y'all come together. You got the dessert. He got the soul food. Come together, group economics, and you get them dinners going. That's how we make a change. That's how we do it. Time for a change, family. Time for a change. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Like and share your coming, family. What are we waiting for? It's time. We're going to do this or not? Are we going to sit here and continue dying? Are we going to sit here and continue complaining about Karen? I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing else about no Karen. What are we waiting for? I want to see videos on how African Americans move to Africa and they have bakery and soul food restaurant open within 30 days. All you need is to build it. Come on. 30 days, 2 months maybe. I'm not saying just I've seen businesses that took 30 days to open. I'm just saying. You get your business license, you get paid an attorney to help you out. You give the little people a little extra. Give them a little extra with your application so they can move your application on. Money talk, honey. Money talks, and everything else walk. I'm just saying. What are you waiting for, family? Let's get busy. Let's get busy. I'm excited about the move. I'm excited. I am excited about the move. It's time to do something different. I know that much. No longer am I going to sit here and blame other people for my stuff and blame other people while I'm not going to blame the police. I'm not. I'm blaming us because we could stop that at any moment. How, Cassie? I already told you how. Rewind the video. We're moving forward. Either you coming or you not. We're going to make some things happen. Either you coming or you're not. And no, you can't bring Karen with you. I'm just saying. This is time for Black folk to love on Black folk. And no, you can't bring Brad with you. This is time for Black folk to love on Black folk. They can visit, but they can't stay. And that's what they need to be telling Africa. We don't need none of your money. You can visit, tourists, leave your money, and go home. Go back to China. Go back to India. Go back to Pakistan. Go back to wherever. But you can't stay here. Leave your money, tourists. Get your tourism going. Bye-bye. See you next tourist. See you next year for your next visit. Bring your money in, but you can't stay. And that's where we make our That's where we go wrong. We allow them to stay. We allow them to invest in your business, which is cool, but you can't own part of it. You can drop Phil $5,000, $10,000. I make the decisions. Thank you for your donation, and I'll give you your share back. But no, you can't have a stake in my company. You can't have, you can't live and run for office in my country. Go back to yours to do what you need to do. I'm just saying, family. I just I need some black folk time. And when I say that, I need for us to come together for us. I need us to start loving on us. We don't even love on each other, and we trying to love on Karens. The heck with that. We need to first learn and heal. This healing time. Somebody need to come together. Let's build a resort, and let's call it the healing circle. I'm just saying, group economics. I got great ideas, but I can't do them all by myself. I can't do them all, so I'm willing to share. Mark visits Africa. I think Mark visits Africa. Mark goes to Africa, something like that. He just formed him a company with a Tanzanian. They have ideas. You have the backing. They got the ideas. Why the heck not? What are you waiting for? Get over there and find out what's needed. He's 19. He's 19, 20-year old now. She's probably had a brother. He's probably had a birthday since then. So he's 20. And he just formed his own company. What are you waiting for, family? What? And you had a 19-year-old couple that just went there. They just went there and they're trying to get stuff going. What are you waiting for? Business opportunities are there. It's up to you. We have to first get it together. We got to get our mindset right that we are going to support each other. If I see, we have to, when you see a Chinese with a fish business or you see a black person with a fish business, if I see in Africa where we supporting a Chinese person, we're not supporting our own, oh, we going to fix that. It's time for us to get our mindset right because they're coming in there, they'll put their fish lower than his fish, make the black guy go out of business. They're the only one, then they raise the prices. Come on, we know the mindset. We need to let them know the mindset. Dude, don't let him run your brother out of business. They're gonna raise the prices. When he gone, they're gonna treat you like dirt. No. You go to your brother and let them buy. I told you, leave your money, have a good day. You can't move, invest, buy, have a good one. I'm just saying. We didn't dealt with them so long. We should know how they work. We didn't dealt with them so long, but you still got black folk here that don't even understand. Yeah, black folk here trust is still trusting. Well, I love everybody, and we know where that came from, right? Jesus, right? I'm just saying, white Jesus and get you a whole lot of folk killed, whole lot of folk dead, whole lot of folk been. Ain't nothing good came out of white Jesus family. I'm just saying. Okay, it's time for us to do better. It's time for us to get our mindset. It's time to change this. Let's change our mindset. Change our mindset. Everybody want to call me and contact me when I'm doing my show. Everybody want to talk. Change our mindset. It's time. So, what's your plan? What business do you have in your heart? You can do it. You can do anything you want to do. Since they have an issue with pads there, since they have an issue with feminine napkins there, why not you sell them? Why not you come up with a reusable one? Why not you sell them? I'm serious. People, you can get them donated in from family members here in America. They can send them over there to you, and you can sell them for much enough. That could be your business. Feminine business. Yes, they have. That's a need. You find a need. You find a need that's there. That's a need in the Gambia. That's a need. Feminine napkins is a need. Melanated Mosby was talking about that. That's a need there. Who can't reproduce a feminine napkin that's reusable? I'm just saying. You got puppy Pampers that they wear, dog diapers, or them things that you put on your puppies so they don't pee in the house, right? I'm just saying. That's a great idea. Who's going to develop the reusable maxi pad? I'm just saying. People look, oh my God, you talking about maxi? Yes, that's money. And if that's an issue there, we need somebody to build or make a reusable one. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give out ideas to help you. So when you get there, you have your own ideas, your own business, and you can roll, honey. It's time. It's time to roll. It's time to do something different. It's time to change. It's time for a change. Time to change your mindset. Who's in? Let's go. What are you gonna do this weekend? Juneteenth. Juneteenth is this weekend. We need to roll with this Juneteenth. We need to make it the biggest ever. And 4th of July, let them have it. You weren't free then anyway. 1776, your behind was still a slave. What in the world are you celebrating? You were still a slave. What in the world? Don't get on my nerves. Do some research. Stop it. Do some research. Why? What is that? What is July 4th? Look it up. What does it mean? You were still a slave then. What were you celebrating? Lord, please help me. Please help me. I'm so sick of every time we always think that we need them around in order to do something. We need them to pay money for us to be free. All they bring is trauma and death with them. They come to kill, steal, and destroy, and you still want them in the midst. You still want to partner up with them. You still want to, you know what I'm saying? You still want them to. They're not going to do anything for us, family. They're not. Biden, his first 100 days, did he do anything for Black people? He's still not. They talking about now. They talking about crime, 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 crime. Because we talking about defunding the police, and now crime this and crime that. That's why we got so much crime. If we defund the police, we crime, crime, crime. Let's do a crime. Let's do so. Okay, you better watch them when they talk about crime bills. We already went through that, right? They talking about putting your behinds in jail. Georgia's talking about building a new prison. For who? Not for them. You better wake up, Georgia. You better wake up. They talking about building new prisons, more prisons. Talking about crime this, crime that, crime that. Like they don't commit crime. Come on. Who blowing up schools? Who shooting up schools? Who shooting up Walmarts? Is it your Black children? And then I heard some Black men talking about, Black on Black crime. Shut up. You know how I feel about that. They kill each other just like Black folk kill each other. White folk kill each other. They go into school, they shoot up the whole family. Asians kill Asians, Black kill Blacks, Germans kill Germans, and white kills white. Because that's who you around. Ain't no such thing as Black on Black crime. They got y'all twisted. They messing up with y'all mind. So sick of hearing Black folks talking about Black on Black crime. Well, look what's happening in Chicago. Well, look what happened at Walmart's in the schools. Did you have an Asian boy that just killed in an Asian brothel? California train station killed 9. Who's killing people? Who's killing who? So ain't no Black on Black nothing. And all of a sudden in Chicago, 62 got shot, but don't nobody see nothing. Black mask. I did a show on that. Black mask. Guns been found in drug in gang areas. Where they getting the guns from, family? Where you getting the drugs from, family? And the Black folk got no helicopters, no planes. Remember in the 70s when the guy told you CIA was putting drugs in black neighborhoods? Remember that? He said the CIA had supplied the plane. Reagan and Nixon put drugs in the black neighborhood. Remember that? Let's not forget who we dealing with. Let's not forget who we are dealing with, family. Let's not forget. They have not changed. We talking about defunding police. They said, well, it's more crime. That's because you want to defund their behinds. Y'all better learn how to cut the TVs off. Stop watching their news. Watch black news. Vicki Dillard, Go Black to Africa, Hebrews to Negroes, Professor Truth, Jason Black. Come on, you guys. That's who you need to be looking at. Turn off CNN because they still lying just like they always have. They're not going to stop. Turn them off and start educating yourself about you. You mean tell me 62 people going to die in Chicago and they have nobody, no clue? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? I know you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me. Nobody can see. No, we have satellite. Okay. Pull up the satellite and see what happens. What's going on? So now all of a sudden you're talking about defunding the police, and we finding, it's more crime in that area. It's more crime in Georgia. It's more crime in Minnesota. All these areas where they're trying to defund police, you see more crime. We don't need the police. We didn't have police before. Do your history. We only came up with the police when slavery came. They didn't have police before. What did they do before police got here? We don't need them to come in our neighborhoods and commit crime, to commit murder of you. Then they're gonna give you your taxpayers money and pay you for them killing you. How much sense does that make? Because when you get money from the police, oh, they paid out millions of dollars. That was your tax paying money. It didn't come from them. It came from you. You paid yourself. Does that make sense? Make it make sense, family. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You got to think how you've been dealing with them long enough and we sit up here and act like we don't know how they think. We've been wanting to defund police. That's why all of this is coming out. They're not talking about racism. They're not talking about Asian hate no more. They're talking about crime. Oh, crime. You know when they do that, what's coming? They only create laws to hurt you. They don't create laws for them. They create it for you. Then Georgia's talking about building a new prison. Now you can sit up there and act crazy if you want to. This one mayor they got, I don't know what's his name. I forget his name. He's trying to run. Keisha Bottoms not running. We know that, but it's another man that was in there before her. He's coming back. They brought him back. That's their man. Y'all better stop with this. If he is behind back in police, you better know who he working for. Police, he ain't working for you, black family. Anytime you see somebody say, "Oh, police is backing him," Amp X. That's not somebody you want because he's not going to represent you because he works for the police. If I'm paying you, that's who you work for. The police is paying him. They backing him. They're paying him. Just like with the Fannie Willis in Georgia. The police was backing her. The police is paying her. Remember the Rashad Brooks case? The guy got his job back, right? How? They was bringing him up. Paul Howard brought him up for murder charges, right? When she got in there, she was backed by the police. Those charges went away on him. Where's he at today? Y'all better wake up and recognize y'all act like y'all ain't been through this before. Y'all act like y'all don't recognize how white folk operate. Think. They don't change nothing. They don't change the game. Fannie Willis works for them. That's why those charges went away. He got his job back. They told Paul how we're going to get you out of here. And black folk went along with it and put Fannie Willis in his seat. And they told you she's backed by the police. So why would you want somebody in there that's backed by the police? Because she works for the police. So she had to get in there and do what they wanted her to do. When we gonna understand that, baby? When we gonna get it? We ain't this dumb, I know. We're not this slow, I know. So those charges went away. What happened to Tiana, the murderer. What happened to that police officer? We still ain't had his trial yet. He went and they brought him up. They arrested him. What's happening with that case? It's some more murders out there that happened. What happened to these cases? Where are they going? They put them on ice. What about the 9-year-old that was tased in the back of the police car? Why was she in the back of the police car in the first place? Then she told him it hurt. And he tased her anyway. Tased her again. But you're not sick of this. You still want to stay here. What are we running for? I'm not running. I'm giving me a peace of mind. So you can stay here as long as you want. Stay. This is my word to people that want to stay in America. You stay right here. If you want to stay, you stay. God bless you. I hope you make it through what's coming. God bless you. Stay. We probably don't want your attitude in Africa anyway. If you still thinking that they got your back and they gonna do what they need to do to protect you, you need to stay. We don't need people like that in Africa. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. How much more do we need to experience from them before we actually say, I'm done? You stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here. Okay, my bad, black brother. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna do some group economics. You can open up your own Walmart, a small one, Soul Mart. I'm just saying, your own Soul Mart. You can have that title. I'll give it to you. 10%. I'm kidding. You can have Soul Mart. Call it Soul Mart. I'm just saying, it's things that we could do because we know, we see things. We see. Get your security, get NFAC to secure your building. If we're gonna have our own Soul Mart, we have 24-hour security on our Soul Mart. And if something happens to that building while a certain person was working, we know who did it. Nothing should be happening to anything that we come. For instance, Soul Mart. We come with Soul Mart, right? And we have 24-hour security. And if you have a guy that was that was his duty, and the store burns down, then we know that he was probably either paid by them, or he's working for them. And there's consequences behind that. If you come and this is the building you're supposed to be protecting, then you need to do just that. And if you need some help, we'll put 2 of you guys on there. But this building will be protected. Put one inside, one on outside. I'm just saying. We have to do things different than we did with Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street didn't have protection. They trusted them crackers. They trusted those white folk. They trusted them. They was doing business with them. They was coming there buying stuff from them, and they take it back over there across tracks, and they was looking at them and like, they living good over there. Why we living like that? And they got jealous and went in there. Your government bombed the city, bombed the Black city in America because they were jealous. So we know how they operate. We protect ours. Armed, we will protect our businesses. We will protect our communities. If we got to put a wall around our stuff, we will protect what's ours. And we will have armed guards protecting it. You're not coming over here blowing up nothing. You're not coming over here doing nothing. No, you stay over there with that. It's time for us to do us. And we're going to do whatever it's going to take to maintain it. I'm tired of what I'm seeing. I don't want nothing to do with them. Somebody said, you going to visit South Africa? I said, hell to the no. I don't want nothing to do with them. It's just like America. I don't want to go to South Africa. I don't want to go to Morocco. I don't want to go to Egypt. I don't want none of them that don't have all Black. I'm not being bothered with certain areas of Africa. If it's not melanated, I'm not, no. Some horrible things have come out of South Africa. And I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm just saying. It's time for us to make a difference. Because we already know what our education system sucks. What we're doing about it. It's time to create. Yeah, we can get our old grandmas will work for us and keep our babies, make sure they get online safe, make sure they get online, make sure they understand. And you at work making money, okay? You can do this in Africa. Our grandma's there. We can hire grandmas to work for our online company. We're homeschooling our babies where we have online schooling for our Black babies, and we not using the African educational system because it sucks, because they're still colonized. That educational system is still colonized. So we build our own educational system, and we use our educational system to teach our children about our history, okay, our Black history, where we from, who we really are. This is what we teach. We teach them how family traits. We teach them about loving each other. We teach them heart to heart healing. It's time for healing. And we're going to teach them how to love themselves. And then we're going to have our grandmas there to make sure that they're keeping up. And we're going to pay our grandmas. So every house, you have a grandma if you need one. So if you have 3 children, you have them in 3 different rooms. Grandma will be going to each room to see how each child is doing. That's her job. That's a service that could be created. I'm just saying. There's a way to do this, family. They learn it virally anyway. Virally. We keep them learning virally. We don't have to go back to their system. Most parents couldn't wait to get back to their system. And you put your child right back under the enemies. But that time was for them to fall and for us to come up. And is that what we did? No. We let it fall and we waited for it to come back up and we jumped right back on board. God can't free us to be trying. They stuff went down for us to come up. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. There are things that we can do, but we won't do it. There are changes that we can make that we won't change. It's time for change. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. It's time for a change. It's time for us to do some things different. It's time for us to think a different way. It's time for us to be free. Time to be free. Are you ready? What's your plan? What's your plan? That's what I need to know. That's all I need to know. What's your plan? What are you willing to do? What's the plan? A lot of people don't have a plan. Better get one. For what's coming, you better have one. I hope you've been collecting your gold and your silver. Mostly silver. Black man's gold. I'm just saying. China, what's their money? Okay. They're doing Bitcoin over there, right? Okay. Hope you invested in that. I'm just saying. It's time for us to make a change and do something different. And we can come together and continue complaining. I'm not interested in doing that. I'm done complaining about what they're not doing. My question to you, when you come and tell me what they're not doing, what are you doing? How are you changing your life? What are you doing to change your life? What are you doing? Are you doing anything different? I did not want to be on here all day. I think I've said enough. Here an hour and 23 minutes. That's enough. I hope I've gotten it. I hope I've given you something to think about. What is your plan? Group economics, total separation from them. He told us, learn not their ways, be separate, and come from among. That's what he told us. That's what he told us for a reason. But that's not what we did. We came among, we learned their ways, and we're doing it now. And we are going to have to pay for the consequences of doing that. And we can see the consequences even now. Just saying. When you get tired, you'll do something different. When you know better, you do better. But right now, we ain't tired enough. I guess we need to keep on looking at more crimes, more killings of Black people by police, and keep on hearing Karens call you more niggas than ever, and keep on, letting a 7-year-old be charged with rape, and a 6-year-old gets shot in the arm by his neighbor, his Asian neighbor, and he gets no jail time, or he gets us low bail or no bail. Or we can see a 20-some-year-old rape a 12-month-old on camera and the judge allows him to walk away. Or we can see Dylan Roof, who kills 9 people and still lives. On our babies. Ma'Khia Bryant is dead at 15. Deontay, Aubrey, Brianna, and so many more. But we're not tired yet. I'm tired, and I'm gonna do something about it. Peace and blessings, family. Shalom, and I'm out. I hope and pray that you guys think about what you need to do and get a plan. That's it. Peace, family.